Dear Dad, this is the hardest letter I've ever had to write. It was Christmas and I was 5, and I was running in the house and I broke a lamp. You got so angry. You spanked me and you put me in my room and you said, Santa only comes to good little girls. I lay awake half that night wondering if there'd be anything under the tree for me because I hadn't been good. And, well, there was something under the tree that Christmas and every other Christmas. I thought it was because Santa felt sorry for me. I was under no illusions it was because I was good. Do you remember that year that I played baseball for Tommy's Mini Mart? Whenever you could get off work in time, you'd come to the games, and I was so proud to have you there. And I wanted you to be proud of me too, so I always did my best. I remember when I would step up to plate and you would yell, hit that ball. And if I did get a hit, I'd always look into the stands and wave where you sat with Mr. Bonner, and you'd yell, keep your eye on the game. And if by some miracle I made it to home plate, we would always stop for snow cones on the way home. I loved that. But you know, Dad, I remember that if I didn't get a hit or if I tripped on my way to first base like I did that one time, we didn't stop for snow cones. You'll never know how long those car rides home were. Once, I got up the courage to ask and just say, I'm sorry, Dad. I'll do better next time, but I said it to your back when you were walking away and you didn't turn around. I guess you couldn't tell me that it was okay to fail. Do you remember Chris, my boyfriend in senior year? He was the one that took me to the formal dance. I think you were away for work then, but I showed you pictures. You remember him. He was everything I knew to want in a boyfriend. He just made me feel special. He called every night. He would plan things for us to do together. He'd buy little treats. It just made me feel special. I loved him. He said if we loved each other, we should prove it. And I know it's probably hard for you to hear this, Dad, but my body seemed like a small price to pay to feel special, to feel that kind of love. So I did. But it turns out the only thing that it proved was how stupid I was, yet again. Anyway, time passes. I made my own way. I know it's probably been hard for you and Mom, watching me as I grew up and then into adulthood, the choices that I made. I want you to know that I'm not writing this to make you feel bad or feel sorry for me. I just want you to understand how I'm feeling. I have this friend, and he talks about God a lot, and he said that God loves everybody, just for who they are. I think I laughed. Like, where have I heard that before? And then this rage, it just started pouring over me, and I said, nobody loves you just for who you are. People love you for what you do for them. Fathers love you when you're a good little girl and you do the right thing and you get a home run and you're always good. And boyfriends love you when you do what they want, but nobody loves you just for who you are. You know, it's funny. I didn't realize until right then how angry I was with you and with how I grew up. Oh, Dad. Later that night, I tried talking to God. I said, what happens when you realize that I'm not good enough? Do I have to say, I'm sorry, I'll try harder next time, or I'm sorry it didn't work out. It's just that I'm not smart enough, or I'm not quick enough, or I'm not pretty enough, or I'm not anything enough. Dad, I'm writing this letter because I want to have a relationship with you. I've never had the courage to ask this before. And maybe I won't even mail this letter after I get it written. I don't know, but I have to know. Do you love me? I know I don't always do the right thing, and I'll never be perfect, but can you accept me just for who I am? Can you love me? Because, Dad, I love you. No strings attached. Your daughter.